as you're probably learning, your team will be the most important part of your business and the most challenging and costly. Your humans will basically make or break your business, so it's important to get a few things right from the beginning. And although the law does create a few boxes around what you can and can't do, this is mostly to help you keep and retain a happy team. Primary laws all really come down to one thing: discrimination. So what is that? Prejudicial treatment towards different categories of people. That is treating one person better or worse than another. You can remember that, you'll already avoid a lot of problems. However, there are a few special categories that you need to keep on your radar. In the law, we call them protected classes. And I put them in two groups: the be carefuls and the just avoids. And you'll mostly deal with these when you start the interviewing process. So, the be carefuls: age and disabilities. You can ask if someone is an adult, at least 18, and capable of completing the job, but you cannot ask for their actual age or if they are disabled, or any questions for purposes of obtaining that information. Immigration status. You can ask if someone is legally employable and fluent in English, and although you cannot hire illegal immigrants, you also can't verify that their status is such by asking about nationality and heritage or the level or degree of those language skills. Okay, so the just avoids. First, race. Generally, you cannot ask about race or ethnicity, although after you reach 100 employees, just a side note, the government will start requiring that you do ask, but it's self-volunteered and it's done to ensure workplace diversity. That information is never used in the hiring process. Sex and sexual orientation. While not strictly illegal, you really don't want to get into the whole binary, third sex, or other debate, trust me, and you really don't need to. But you definitely cannot ask about whether someone is gay, lesbian, bisexual, etc., or about their marital status, or if pregnant or planning to become pregnant. Finally, religion, just don't. It's like the opposite of Nike. Just don't do it. So that's discrimination in the interview process. But once you have your employees and you've made your hires, your burden doesn't necessarily go away. You'll still be required to ensure that all employees receive equal pay, benefits, and treatment relative to the job they perform. And you'll also be required to ensure their employees don't discriminate against each other, including harassment of all kinds, sexual or otherwise. And finally, if someone does complain of discrimination, you still can't discriminate against them, and that's called, in the workplace, retaliation. So again, on discrimination, generally just don't. But even beside the law, it actually helps you build trust with your team, and it makes your life easier as a manager. So countless times, staff have approached me for special treatment, negotiate something, arbitrate a situation, and it alleviates my stress, as it will yours, if you go into it knowing that, for example, every decision that you make will reference previous deals you've made with other staff, that whatever deal you reach is open to all, and also knowing that I'd be willing to come to the same agreement with any other member of my team.